Judges, what did my 78-year-old grandmother say on the stand that made my brother walk out of the courtroom and never come back? My name is Ashley, and my father passed away 2 years ago, and before he was even buried, my brother Marcus had already decided he was not going to accept what the will said. Marcus told everyone in our family that I had manipulated our father, that I isolated him from the family in his final months, and convinced a sick man to leave me everything. He called me a con artist to our aunts, our cousins, our family friends, and most of them believed him. When he filed the lawsuit, his lawyer came in prepared. He had a medical expert saying our father showed cognitive decline. He had timestamps of my meetings with the estate attorney. He had text messages framed to make me look controlling. My own lawyer pulled me aside during recess and said we should consider settling. I told her no. I told her just wait. Because Marcus had forgotten something about our father. He was a man who wrote letters, real handwritten letters, and for over 40 years he had written one to our grandmother Eleanor every single year on her birthday. She had kept every single one of them in a shoebox under her bed. Eleanor was 78, rarely left the house. No smartphone, not on anyone's radar. Marcus' lawyer never called her, never deposed her, never thought about her once. When my lawyer called Eleanor to the stand, Marcus looked confused, not worried, just confused, like he could not figure out what a little old lady in a floral dress was going to do to his case. She sat down, opened her purse, and pulled out an envelope slightly worn at the edges like it had been handled carefully for a long time. She told the court it was a letter from her son written 3 months before he passed. Marcus' lawyer objected immediately. The judge overruled him and asked her to continue. She read it out loud. My father had written about the house, about what it meant to him, and then he wrote about me. He said Ashley showed up when showing up was hard. He said she never made me feel like a burden. And then he wrote, I made this decision with a full mind and a peaceful heart. Eleanor, I need you to know that in case anyone ever questions it, he had written that sentence knowing there might be a fight, and he had put it in the hands of the one person who never threw anything away. The forensic examiner confirmed the handwriting within the hour. No signs of deterioration. Clear, coherent, deliberate. Marcus' lawyer asked for a recess. Marcus stood up, looked at the table, and walked out. He did not come back. His lawyer sat alone for a few minutes, then packed up and told the court his client was withdrawing. The will stood, the house is mine. In the hallway after Eleanor took my hand and said, your father always told me the people who show up quietly are the ones you never forget. Then she looked at me and said he was talking about you. I cried the whole drive home, not because I won, but because my father had planned for this moment 3 months before he died and trusted the right person to hold on to it.